Mexico City.
Native of Mexico City, Mexico.
Ladies and gentlemen, that international star.
The man of 1,000 masks.
None other than Bill Mascaras.
Suplex City, bitch.
Welcome to Suplex City Limits, episode 25 for September 20th, 2015. As always, I am Jim Vicious, along with the Viano 4 to my Viano 5.
Rando Commando, again with you here this week.
Suplex City Limits podcast, a member of the OSW Podcast Network, available for listening on PileDriverWrestling.net, iTunes, Podbean, and more, everywhere fine podcasts are found. Like us on Facebook, facebook.com/Suplex City Limits. Follow us on Twitter at Suplex City Limit, or follow me directly at Jim Vicious SCL. If you like the show and would like to donate, suplexcityllimits@gmail.com on PayPal. How goes it, dude?
It goes.
It's been a trying day.
It's been quite a trying day. We're getting a late start on this from our new schedule because just a mess. If y'all are out there and you stop by a buddy's house and you think you're doing him a solid by picking up a package that's sitting outside of his place, just leave it alone, please. Just leave it the hell alone.
Like someone has your package now?
Yeah, somebody's got my... it's my fucking phone, goddammit. Of all things, it's my new phone. You know, after I broke my Sony. I adore this phone, and I've been waiting for it all week.
Did you get another one?
No, but... Yeah, I got another one coming. That's what's in the package. That's what's in the fucking
I know
package.
we've heard on this show, many times, like, you are a big fan of your fucking Sony phone.
I love my Sony phone, and now I broke it, and now they sent me a new one with my insurance, and now one of my dumb fuck friends has got it running around. I don't know if I want to call him a friend. He's a weirdo. But anyway, yeah. We're here to do a podcast, not bitch about my package.
Hey, man. You know, this is the outlet. This is the outlet.
This is the outlet. This is our creative outlet here. So I guess this is where I creatively get rid of my anger and frustration.
I've had a pretty fair day. Well, slept in, had a fat-ass brunch, eggs, hash browns, bacon, all that. But
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. Didn't cut you off.
You weren't. It's been a pretty good day. As Xavier Woods would say, we ate good breakfast. Bacon.
You got the worst leg drop ever.
Worst leg drop ever.
Did you hear that this week? He dropped one again on Titus O'Neil.
Fucking awesome.
Said he's at you have the worst leg drop ever.
Dude, that's the thing. Is like,
awesome.
You go back, a year ago, and holy shit, did we meet the New Day with just trashed.
Yeah.
And son of a bitch, if that's not, like, seriously, sadly, the high point of Raw. Like, when the New Day comes out, I'm like, ah.
Yep, it's time to stop fast
until they dance in the ring with fucking H and Stephanie.
Triple H, yeah.
Do you notice how anytime anything's over on that show, they gotta get a piece of it?
Oh yeah,
How
absolutely. they
fucking
do.
disgusting is that?
It makes me want.
And usually I would be like, the New Day, but it was ruined for me this week because of that.
Yeah, but it was still funny because he dropped a. You got the worst like that.
You know, like how cunty is that to sit and like whatever's over, like, oh, I'm gonna go out and introduce this, or I'm gonna dance with him this week. I'm gonna be a part of it.
Well, that's typical McMahon, is what it is, man. You know, Vince did the same fucking thing.
Triple H probably has an app on his phone for applause, and after he takes a shit, he fucking hits the little applause button. He busts a nut on Stephanie's face. He's like, a little applause.
Yep. Can I get a little crowd pop, please?
Yeah, there's no way he makes it on his days off without a crowd pop, dude. There's no way.
But yesterday was a fun day, though. I did get the package I was expecting yesterday.
Sex toys.
Yesterday's package.
Anal
thank God.
beads.
It might as well be, dude. I slept with this thing last night.
Jesus.
No, we got the Suplex City Limits Fantasy Football for the guys lucky enough to be a part of that. We got our trophy this year, which is a championship belt from a website that they didn't give me a discount, so I'm not gonna plug them on the podcast, but it's pretty fucking nice. So I've been taking it around last night, going by everybody's work because I promised everybody to be able to get to see it. So yeah, going around. One dude works as a doorman in a bar around town here, and I walked in with that thing over my shoulder, dude, and I got 3 free beers last night. I drank for free last night, and I wasn't even intending to. Some guys would be like, can I carry that around the bar? I'll totally buy you a beer, dude. And I'm like, all right, go have fun with this thing. I'll just sit and chit-chat for a while. It was kind of funny. It was kind of a good time going around with that thing.
I like how he chose the white leather. Gives it that classic IC look. It looks fucking...
Yep, it's the white leather and then the plates are all silver. I didn't want to do gold because the Vince Lombardi trophy is silver, so that's why I did that. So
not being a cheapskate. I said not being a cheapskate. You have a reason.
No. It would have been the same price either way. The way I ordered.
The thing that's funny is, honestly, your fantasy football league championship belt looks better than like fucking most indie belts I've seen, dude. Like watch the flea market, and like every episode, the belt is like so shitty. It's not even as good as that one.
Oh, it's a nice belt, man. It's full size, and I've been taking it around, and the guys have been. Can I put it on? Well, of course you can. That's why I fucking brought it.
Awesome.
Of course you can put it on, dude. Yeah, it's a guy thing, I think, is what it is. You get that. That's why I wanted to stop by your place today and just let you see it for a little bit, because you just get it and you slap it over your shoulder and you're like, God damn it! I've been waiting for this day since I was a little kid to like be able to like have an actual like well-made championship belt. Because, okay, as a kid, of course, when you were wrestling around with your brothers and stuff and playing wrestling and your friends and shit like that, you always made a championship belt, right? Yep, that's how I made mine too. Yep, some duct tape and some cardboard.
When you called me, I was 3/4 naked. I'll let you guess which quarter was covered.
Oh, I don't want to.
I was just getting ready to eat my brunch.
That's awesome. Yeah,
Good shit.
That's funny. I was at a local downtown bar having a quick lunch and showing the belt to somebody else that was in the league today. So yeah, I was gonna walk through the street fair with it on my shoulder, man. The street fair was right there.
Yeah, unfortunately.
I should have.
Turned my neighborhood into fuckery. Yesterday in traffic, it was so. I think my girlfriend was like, oh, I date this guy, because I'm just like intense, and I I like covering the crosswalk. I kind of run a red light to get through as the last car through, and then I'm kind of covering the crosswalk, and this guy like, "Whoa, cover the crosswalk," and I'm like screaming out the window, "Motherfucker!" Kiss my ass. I live down here, and my life has been thrust into bullshit, so you guys can have a little street fair. Fucking.
Yeah, well, it happens a couple times a year down there.
And then there's nowhere to park, so I'm
Usually.
parked like a block away, and like me and my chick are walking with all of our groceries for a block. I'm like, this is awesome, dude.
This is fuck.
You walk a
that,
block then to walk up the most fucking death stairs ever, dude.
Here, listening to your problems. Here, I'm a dick about the Old Navy sending people out with a megaphone at 10:30 in the morning talking about dollar flip flops.
So buy 10 pairs of dollar flip flops and shove them straight up your fucking ass.
That's right.
Fuck. We're such.
No, I was really calm on that phone call when I called them. I was like, we had that big storm the night before there, and I was explaining myself, like, some people had to stay up and make sure, stuff wasn't ruined and stuff, flooding and power outages and this, and I'm like, and then, I was all nice about it, and I just voiced my concern, and then at the end of the phone conversation, I go, I just have one more thing to ask you, ma'am, and she's like, yeah, anything, sir, anything, and I was like, who the fuck thought this was a good idea? It was like a 5-minute, me kindly explaining myself why I'm upset. Just, very calm. And then just right at the end, I'm like, who the fuck thought this was a good idea? And she's like, I don't know, sir, but we'll get them off the street with the megaphone.
I'd have pulled the old, where you say click before you hang up. That's my favorite. Click, and then hang up. Because there's no click anymore,
There is no click anymore.
We're this crotchety old men.
Yes, we are. We're turning into.
I am, and I'm like, and two, another big thing was like pissing me off is like I live above the place that's a venue, so they have concerts, which I don't mind the occasional concert. I know that's coming. I can plan around it. It's when bands practice down there. So I wake up, there's bands playing, then some asshole starts playing drums, and it's like, dude, it's hours and hours of this shit. And it's like, I sound like a crotchety old man, but fuck, I just want some peace and quiet. I look forward to, like, moving somewhere quiet where I don't have to fucking listen to anything. I want to move out in the country because I'm sick of hearing traffic, too, but I can't live anywhere where there's not high speed. That shit's fucking archaic. I'm not a fucking caveman. Need high speed. Need to play Forza 6 on the fucking line, god damn it.
That's right, and we need to do a podcast too. We can't be doing that shit on dial-up.
Probably not. With all the problems you have just running on period, like just doing this show period is a fucking every week is like something.
Don't say that. I have to re-listen to this, and it's all fucked up. I'm gonna blame you this time.
Fucking sucks. Anyway. Fuck that. Like I said, when you say it, you even think about there being a problem with the episode, and it gives me, like, I get sick to my stomach for a fucking minute, because there's nothing worse than that.
And then you find yourself criticizing it when you're listening to it once I put it up. I did the same thing this week that we talked about earlier before we started recording. Was I ahead a little bit? Was I behind a little bit? What, it's just, you start to second guess yourself, and you can't sit and enjoy the episode, actually. We gotta knock that shit off.
It's like, I don't know how now. It's ingrained. Like, asking my chick, I'm like, does this sound like that? And she's like, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm like,
well, that's good if she doesn't. Yeah,
no one does.
She's not getting it, so yeah. We're our worst critic, I think is what our problem.
Yeah, up front, too, just to kind of go through. We have a lot of fucking awesome shows coming up, man. Getting into uncharted ground on Suplex City Limits. Just going to go through here what we got. So, next week, episode 26, we'll be joined by the Fudge Brothers of the Federation podcast. That should be fun.
I'm really excited for that. That's going to be.
We're going to talk Canadian tuxedos and Canadian passports and poutine.
Poutine? Ooh, poutine.
Episode 27, which is...
We've talked about poutine on the cast before.
Oh, yeah, my girlfriend's from Canada, man.
Yeah.
We'll definitely talk poutine. After that, episode 27, which is October 4th. Dude, Yuck Nasty himself from Get Into Corner Comedy Podcast. That's going to be awesome. That show is crazy, dude. If you haven't heard, get into Corner. It's like it might be the most absurd podcast like out there, man. He'll kick up a beat, and him and the other guy will like fucking freestyle, sing and rap over songs and shit. And just the whole show is just so absurd. It's fantastic. I can't wait to unleash that guy.
I can't wait to be a part of that. That's gonna be fun. That might open Pandora's box.
I don't know what him and us together. I don't know what's
that.
gonna happen.
We can't be held
It'll
responsible.
be it's easily gonna be the most offensive episode, I'm sure. Episode 28, October 11th. We'll be joined by professional wrestler and one half of the Dreamwave Tag Team Championships, Christian Rose. You can check him out on YouTube. He's had matches with all kinds of fucking people. Ricochet. I want to say he worked Sasuke as well. We'll find out on the show. But yeah, you can YouTube him. He's got tons of matches on YouTube. There's a match of him going against the robot, man. What the fuck? What did I say his name was last week? Shockwave the robot.
Yeah, Shockwave the robot.
Look that up on YouTube. It's pretty fantastic. So that'll be cool. We'll get him in. We'll probably just talk, with him about stuff, and then let him go. He's a busy man. He's, I'm sure, working that night. So who knows where he'll be? I'm sure he'll be doing matches somewhere. And then we'll kind of get into the regular show. So that should be cool. We'll find out what life in the Indies is like.
Yeah, we'll have a taste of it.
Episode 29. It continues, man. October 18th. Charlie from the New Blood Rising podcast. That's a cool podcast where they go through and they've been chronicling the death days of WCW. So they go through and watch like all the pay-per-views and shit from the Russo era until the end of WCW, and they review them and talk about them. It's pretty fucking great. They're also a member of the OSW Podcast Network, so they'll be on. And then, yeah, episode 30 is October 25th. It's going to be just me and you, probably, for now. I think 4 weeks of guests will be ready to have a little own time,
Wow.
If it's going to be that kind of podcast, I'm going to put my dick in the mashed potatoes.
Yeah, anybody got a problem with my dick in the butter?
So, yeah, well, that was going to be a fun one. We'll talk about Halloween Havoc memories, talk some horror movies. A special spooky edition of Suplex City Limits.
If each episode isn't scary enough. You know what we're
No episode's been as scary as Luna Vachon, so. Can you imagine looking down and getting a blowjob and looking down at that like half-shaved head with fucking lightning bolts on it? I want you to come in my mouth.
Oh God, dude.
I've never tried a Luna Vachon before, but that's pretty good, too.
You're close, yeah.
It's not that far off from a fucking Stu Hart.
Oh, shit.
Oh. Fun. That's good. Fucking Luna Vachon, dude. So, yeah, man, that's going to be crazy. Like I said, I like it. Having guests is fun. Getting to know people.
We haven't had a bad guest, so.
That's true. People keep asking, too. We're going to have Paul Johnson from Gorgatron back. That was a fan favorite.
Yep, by popular demand.
That episode is really good. If you have people haven't listened to that one, it's episode 17 with our buddy Paul from death metal band.
Paul the
Pulverizer Paul Johnson.
The Pulverizer Paul Johnson. There you go.
Oh, fuck. He talks about drinking fucking Paige's bathwater and
I think we both do that. Me and him both. We
flossing with someone's diarrhea or something. Fucking absurd. Good stuff. We got some listeners last week. If you haven't tuned in last week, we had Jared, co-owner of Fully Loaded Wrestling. on, and that brought a lot of different listeners to the show. And he had some feedback from more conservative people who who didn't like the obscenity.
Do you have some of the quotes?
I don't have
by
any
any
quotes,
chance?
but overall, everybody did.
Oh.
I've got a lot of we got a lot of good feedback about last week. I had fun with it, man. That guy's super fun to talk to about wrestling.
I'd like to hear what the more conservative people had to say.
Well, we're saying cunt and stuff. I always say
well,
cunt, but the very first thing on this show is a warning. So obviously, you're not using listener discretion if you're offended by this show.
That's right. Yeah, you don't. Yeah.
So
We warn you.
we do.
It's an adequate warning.
I think so.
It should not be taken lightly.
So, you want to talk some wrestling news or what?
Oh, what do we got in the news? this week?
Nothing huge. No murders or shootings or anything like that. Just some little things. Booker T was out and about and mentioned that he would be interested in getting back in the ring if it was a Dudley Boys versus Harlem Heat match. Dude.
Where's Stevie Ray?
He's around. Is he? Yeah.
Is he?
They run Booker at least runs a indie promotion and a training school, so
Right on.
he said something interesting, Harlem Heat versus the Dudley Boys or something like that. Otherwise I have no interest in getting back in the ring. So
Yeah, he doesn't want to work with anybody.
yeah, a lot of those guys are older, and I don't know how well Booker T can go, or Stevie Ray can go for that matter, because
Right.
which one's older? Is Booker T older?
I think Stevie Ray was. I think we argued about this back in the day, and I think maybe Booker T is a little.
Yeah, I
older.
think he is. But that's one thing too. And for as great of a tag team as well, Stevie Ray never really did anything. Putting him in the NWO in the waning days of the NWO was probably not a good idea.
Once it got over 6 people, it wasn't a good idea.
Well,
That's where it fell.
somewhere in there. I mean, I don't know. I was Scott Steiner after. I didn't mind Scott Steiner and Scott Norton. I thought those were cool. Even Buff Bagwell was pretty good in the NWO.
Yeah, Buff Bagwell was pretty good in the
But once it got to like fucking IRS and
wow, once it got to factions of the NWO,
Oh,
that's
God.
when, Wolfpack
oh,
and
dude, that was so stupid.
Judy Bagwell on a pole
Yeah.
match.
God, that comes up a lot on this show.
I know. That's because it was that bad.
Grease her up and put her on a pole.
Come on, Charlie.
Wasn't that? Didn't we find out that was Buff Bagwell and who's better than Canyon? Well,
Yeah, that's where. Yeah, we have discussed that. Yep.
fucking Buff Bagwell's fucking fatty mom up on a fucking forklift. That guy's a gigolo.
man.
Did you know that?
I did know that.
All of a sudden, I don't know. Someone was, fuck, man, years ago probably now, I guess, but walked by the TV and it's like, what the fuck is this? Why is he Buff Bagwell on this show? He's a fucking gigolo. Fucking old
Yep.
broads for money.
Well, I guess you could be making money in worse ways.
Then fucking old broads for money?
Well,
I don't know, maybe
well,
like-
these old broads. I mean, he's a fit fella. I'm sure he's not cheap. So I'm sure these older broads are. I mean, they're. I'm sure they upkeep themselves. I'm sure that there's money.
The only like worst way of making money would be like if somebody offered you a job smashing puppies in the head with bricks. They'll pay you per 50 cents per puppy.
50 cents a pop.
If you go quick, man, you can make some bank. That was always the
Do you have to use a different brick every
No,
time, or
it's
do you
the
use
same
the
one,
same
dude.
brick?
I always said that like about jobs. That was always my thing about that was like, you can pay me enough to do fucking virtually anything. I'll take a job fucking smashing puppies in the head if I get a month of paid vacation a year. You would need a vacation if your job was smashing puppies in the head with bricks. We've lost so many listeners right there.
We have, yeah.
Puppies are adorable. These guys are assholes. I like puppies too, man. Come on.
Come on, we just kidding. Not like we've really smashed puppies
No.
with bricks. No, we don't really do that.
WWE talent instructed not to have contact with Hulk Hogan.
Yep. Better take care of the teenagers. That's what it sounds like. It sounds like dad's telling the teenage son he can't hang out with that friend.
Can somebody tell me why?
Sounds like.
I mean, I'm not going to get back into Hulk Hogan shit, but can somebody tell me why everyone, they completely fucking erased the guy from history, and, everyone's all pissed at Hulk Hogan saying the N-word. I hate even saying N-word.
Yeah.
So stupid. Anyway.
But
Better than the alternative.
I don't know.
Anyway. But yet, they fucking worship the Ultimate Warrior, and, you ever see the shit that fucking guy said online? Holy shit, man.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. And you can watch it to this day on YouTube. That whole revisionist history on that guy it's a whole other story. All of a sudden, the Ultimate Warrior, he was great. No, he wasn't.
No, he is a 5 moves to doom guy.
And they're like, that self-destruction of the warrior, that was bullshit. And they're like, no, that was real. That was pretty much it.
Yep.
And, for people to say, it's not, and, he was so great, and that just how they change shit. And, there's videos on that guy saying the most offensive shit online. I want to say racist, too, not? Certainly homophobic. But probably racist,
absolutely
too.
Homophobic. Oh, yeah.
That guy was
I'm sure. Well, I mean, where there's one, there's the other.
He was a madman, dude. You watch those videos of that guy on YouTube? He's a fucking madman.
Well, he was all roided out. That's when, yeah. Some of them guys are fucking crazy.
I just don't understand.
So why why did they bring him back? Why did they make such a big deal out of him when they put him in the Hall of Fame and then what'd they bring him back for before? Was it the Hall of Fame and then he died the next day or something? Yeah. Okay. I don't know. Why kiss his ass? The guy hated the business. He didn't do it for the love of the business.
And I just never thought he was good at anything, really, so.
No, he really wasn't.
I mean, I'm not impressed. You could go out, there's a million bodybuilders in this world. You go out and get a bodybuilder and teach him how to do fucking 3 moves and yell nonsense into a microphone, and I'm supposed to be impressed? Get the fuck out of here.
Well, it's WWE is banked on people like that. Hogan, Ultimate Warrior. You can put John Cena into that, where the kids, kids love him, and we've already decided.
John Cena's 1,000 times the worker that the Warrior was, though. As much as I hate him.
I understand that, but to his appeal, because he had badass music at the day,
And I'm not saying as a little kid I wasn't a fucking dumbass Ultimate Warrior fan, because I was. But unlike these fucking other marks, I got to an age where I figured out that guy sucks. Just people that say, he's on my Mount Rushmore. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Get your war paint.
We've already lost a good couple of people I know for talking shit on the Warriors. So if you can't handle that, then have a nice day.
Well, we didn't like them. We're not here to make... We're here to make a podcast. We're not here to make friends.
That's right, dude. So it's just funny. They can't really... despite the fact that, you're not supposed to interact with him or... have contact with him. I watched the Edge and Christian Austin podcast, and it's who was your favorite wrestler, and who got you guys into wrestling? And Edge is like, Hulk Hogan. Christian's like, yeah, me too. Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, they did that out of spite, I'm sure. I'm sure that was
That
fun.
podcast was pretty good, actually. I enjoyed it. Also watched the Dinner for Three with the New Day this week.
How was
Really
that?
good, man. Those guys are funny together.
Was it?
Yeah, definitely. Worth checking out.
Okay, I didn't need to watch
It's only 30 minutes or something, but I like those guys, and they're pretty funny sitting around, so it was pretty good. I guess that Dinner for Three is going to be an ongoing deal.
with different people, I suppose.
So, yeah, it's good with the New Day, but it's going to suck when it's it's Dinner for Three with the They should do the Cosmic Wasteland, dude. Have Stardust in character the whole time eating dinner. That'd be fucking great, actually. That's way too good of an idea for them to actually do.
Oh, I'm sure that'll be the next one.
I like the idea of Stardust in character doing it, man.
It'll be the next one will be one of the diva groups.
Oh god. It'll just be all of them sitting there with like fucking empty plates. Or plates of food, and then they'll like one by one excuse themselves to go in the bathroom and puke.
What's this, a tooth? Oh.
Yeah. I'm not gonna watch a show about fucking broads eating lunch. That's what I say about all those other shows on reality TV. It's mostly broads eating lunch. Those shows of like Real Housewives or whatever, or Basketball Wives or whatever, and all these bitches do is eat lunch. Serious.
You got a point there. Well, I suppose that's when all the gossip happens, Jim. Who wants to watch him?
I met Cassandra for lunch. She's a total bitch, but fuck you. Fuck this show. What are people watching?
Yep. Fucking bullshit.
God.
Let's not even get into that. I mean, come on, we watch wrestling here. That's bad enough.
The only wrestling I'm embarrassed to watch is WWE and NXT now.
I know. NXT,
I watched NXT with my girl this week, and I was just like, ugh. Stuff happens, and then stuff happening that I'm just like, oh my god, fuck. She's never gonna touch my penis again. After watching NXT. Like, Ring of Honor, I don't mind watching, you know? It's fucking no nonsense in there. But whatever. Did you know that Kevin Nash and Hulk Hogan had 50% of the NWO fucking sales, like, to this day?
Oh, really?
That they actually took that merchandise off in the erasing of Hulk Hogan. Which, how dumb is that?
Really?
But yeah, I guess Nash, went to them and met with them, and because he owned a bunch of the sales of it. I guess Nash owns 35%. Hall used to own a percentage, but Nash bought him out. What a fucking shitbag, dude. He's such a good friend.
Right. Maybe the Hall.
Yeah, my drug-addled friend is like needs money for heroin. I'm gonna buy. I'm gonna buy his fucking share that's worth a ton of money over the years for piss. Nice, dude. Kevin Nash, man, he's a classy motherfucker. I just thought that was interesting. So if you need a reason, well, there is no real reason to buy an NWO shirt nowadays, but if you do, just think about the fact that Nash gets like 35% of that, and Hulk Hogan gets a percentage of it as well. So, and that doesn't make you want to not buy one. I don't know what will. A lot of TNA. I like to talk shit on TNA, so their public demise is makes me powerful. Gain strength from it.
They had a very dismal, embarrassing crowd at one of the tapings.
Yeah, I saw that. The pictures of that are abysmal, man. Just this empty ass place.
Like 50 people, maybe scattered throughout.
I gotta say too, man. At this point, TNA is like, I don't care if you're on TV, you're still like barely a top 10 promotion as far as footprint, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Look at this shit, PWG, man. Like, this is the battle for Los Angeles, and like that shit's huge every year. The tickets for that sell out in like a minute.
That's crazy. That's awesome.
People go for that's the thing. Like, if I was gonna go anywhere, like people like, oh, I fucking traveled across the country to go to WrestleMania. If I was gonna travel, I'd go travel and go to that, or like a fucking King of the Trios tournament or something. Because that Battle for Los Angeles show is stacked with people, dude. Stacked with like all the best guys from the indies. And a bunch of lucha guys as well. Pretty good stuff. But Impact Wrestling pulled from several international stations. Discovery-owned D-Max dropped Impact Wrestling in Germany and Austria now. So that ends October 15th. They've also been dropped in Romania and Finland and Italy. All over the place. It's kind of crazy that if you live in Finland and shit, you can watch TNA wrestling. That's kind of cool, I guess. But yeah, they've lost all of those fucking places. and it's pretty much the end of the deal.
That's
Dixie Carter is claiming that they are under contract until the end of December. But I don't know if that's true or not. I have no idea.
Well, I'm sure there's a loophole where they can pull them early if they want. Without networks can do whatever.
And they're like,
the hell they want.
she's like, we're in discussions for 2016. Are you? I don't think you are, dude.
What she means by in discussions is she's been calling the network and they haven't been calling her back.
As of last week, it was scheduled to end on October 7th, but now it's like maybe it won't. So who knows, dude? Also, Jeff Jarrett's no longer a minority owner of TNA. I guess they've struck some. He owned a small portion of it still, but now I guess they've struck some kind of a deal. I guess they were also doing an angle with that invasion shit. I have no idea, but it legitimately, I guess, now they have bought out his minority stake. Why, I don't know. And so I wanted to give you all of the shit of the week before I go to Dixie Carter trying to get Paul Heyman to work for TNA. In 2010. In 2010. Probably now still, but dude.
Well, I'm sure, yeah.
Come on, what a silly idea that is.
But
Although I do like the idea of Paul Heyman having 100% run of a wrestling company, but...
Well, yeah. I mean, that's not a terrible idea, but...
Yeah.
As long as somebody else is working the money.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah, definitely. Like, we're going to pay you a salary to run the fucking booking.
Yeah, that sounds like a fantastic
I'd be interested
idea,
to see what he could do these days.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
What he'd come up with.
Who he could get to go over with him, too.
All that and just, like, what he would do, Be interesting to see. Because, he wouldn't just do the same shit. I mean, you'd have to update it.
Right, absolutely.
Maybe if they'd have got him in 2010, that would have been a good thing, but he's not a guy you can, is proven by the WWE, he's not a guy you can harness at all. You have to let him just do whatever the fuck he wants, otherwise it's...
Yeah, you have to be open to that. Otherwise it's going to be... You're better off just letting him do whatever the fuck he wants.
Because he'll fight you to the death about, like, little Vito going over in some match, Yep. Which he actually did.
Yes, he will.
So, yeah, I mean, it would have been interesting, I guess, but did not happen. But yeah, man, that's really about all the news for the week. There really wasn't anything too crazy going on.
Oh, that's good.
There was a...
Because Raw was so good this week.
Let's just talk about Raw. Let's just get Raw out of the fucking way.
No, it hurts. It hurts so bad. Don't make me do it.
Oh, dude, the open of that show, as you know, like we said, dude, McMahon, Stephanie, and Hunter dancing with New Day, just sponging off anything that's over. Just like she did with the Divas thing when they announced it, and that's why the Divas thing is dead. By the way, it died this week with Brie Bella talking about how hard she's worked and blah blah blah. Oh my god. It's dead. And, I'm glad that we were ahead of the curve and on day one of that this is shit. And it turned out to be shit.
Right.
The Divas Revolution was over the second that Stephanie was the one introducing him. And then putting him into stupid factions for no reason. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Terrible, dude. And the matches that they had last week on there.
Awful. 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 I could hear Paige calling shots all night.
Oh, dude. I'm talking about that shit, whatever the beat the clock shit they had. Oh, my God.
That was dumb.
Terrible.
Right?
And the beat the clock thing is this terrible idea. Just get rid of it. Just stop it. It's terrible.
Just stop everything they're doing. Wipe it clean and start all over again. Just wipe it all clean. Everything. The Divas division, the men's division. Let's
New gimmicks for everybody.
That's right. Let me and Jim write that shit for you. We'll have a better show for you and a fucking...
Anything's a better show than that. Honestly.
Well, absolutely.
Like, literally anything would be a better booking of Raw. You could let a fucking... I mean, you'd let basically anybody book Raw and be better than this. You know, this John Cena wins twice. Oh, that's what you need. This was the season premiere of Raw.
Oh, what's that even?
Well, I don't know, in TV scheduling, whatever. I mean, yeah.
Right, but it's on.
And dude, last week's ratings too, lowest since like 1997, when they were on Death's Door. So that's at the lowest ratings. Total Divas is at like all-time total low ratings. Dude, they're the fucking, and you can tell they're trying to do something, kind of, but they refuse to do
anything good.
just the shit they need to do. It's so fucking, I just can't believe it. You don't see how many companies out there do stuff that is just so fucked. Like, I don't know how this company's still in business, honestly. When they beat out WCW, they kind of became the only brand in town, and it's nearly impossible to challenge them. And that's it, man.
Right.
And that's it, really. You can't challenge them, really, because so many of their fans won't watch anything else. They've almost been bred into that style. Like, this is what's good. This is how it is. You know?
Right. Brainwashed.
Because, yeah, you can't... It's not like it was. You can't compete anymore, I mean, with how big they are and shit. Try to advertise you're going to run some city. They'll fucking come there, dude. They'll come there on the same day with NXT, and, you know, 11,000 fucking jerkies will go see that instead of Ring of Honor.
Oh, it's sad.
It is fucking sad. This show's just terrible all the way around. I mean, it opened good, you know, New Day and Primetime Players. You know, that was a good match. You know, and they set up with the Dudley Boys coming out at the end, so, you know,
Right,
that was pretty good. And then downhill from there. That Sasha Banks Paige match, whatever.
Sasha, I think, got concussed during that match. I think she really smucked her head. She took a bump in that one. But anyway,
Yeah, she did. She's probably okay. Well, yeah, probably concussed. They don't care about that, though.
No, they don't.
You know, that Miz segment with the Wyatt family and Ambrose and Reigns.
Wasn't bad. That was actually a really good promo.
Because they threw the Miz out right away?
Well, before the fucking... Who do I want? The Mopsy twins or whatever? I don't know what nickname I want to give Ambrose and Reigns right now. But leading up to that point was pretty good.
They're like a shitty fucking buddy cop movie, dude.
Yeah, they do. Good cop, bad cop sort of thing.
Just like a shitty 80s cop movie. But yeah, I mean, so we might as well get into that speculation. I guess we can do it during the preview of the card too. Like, this mystery partner, there's a real opportunity here to drop the fucking ball really hard. Dude.
Okay, so I got a couple of thoughts on this by a buddy of mine. And he kind of made me, because I was thinking, you know, Bo Dallas, Eric Rowan, somebody else. But I think who do you think?
It's not going to be Rowan. It's not going to be Dallas. There's no way. I mean, I've heard of The Rock, maybe. I've heard Dan O'Brien.
I heard The Rock, and I think that's probably who it's going to be. Because they keep stressing family and shit like that. So I think it's going to be The Rock.
Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, they then set up a Reigns and Rock and put Reigns over Rock at, like, fucking, oh, no.
They're going to force the fucking Roman Reigns right down our throat, man. Robot
and he
Reigns
would put, dude, The Rock being his cut, he'd put him over, I bet. Oh, no.
Oh, yeah, he would. He'd put him over in a second.
No.
Yeah.
Cock, I hope not. I also heard Brian.
Nope.
I feel like it has to be a new debut, man. It won't be, but it should be. It should be like fucking AJ Styles or something, but it won't be.
It won't be something cool.
I mean, it's hard to say, you know. I guess it could be. I feel like it could be Brian or Rock.
I don't think Brian's cleared yet, is he?
You wouldn't know. I mean, you know, they try to do it in secret. But, dude, Rowan is still out, as far as everyone's aware. So there's no go there. A lot of people, for some reason, are saying Baron Corbin, but I don't see how that would work at all.
No, I don't.
Plus, that guy is fucking the drizzling shits. They would like him, though. He's like a fucking white Robot Reigns. And that's probably the only thing they don't like about Robot Reigns is his fucking hue. I wish he was a little more vanilla. Like, that's what they're after, a white Roman Reigns. It's like...
Yeah, that's
Vince
what they
would cream
want.
his fucking... his panties. He probably does wear women's underwear. I'm gonna go ahead and say he does.
Hey, I think we established earlier that he likes to shove guitars up his ass.
Yeah. Well, he is a sexual deviant, I'm sure. Most certainly.
Now you're just profiling there,
Well,
sir.
if it has to be. Oh, dude. And then, yeah, Cena and Sheamus, dude. No? The only thing you can say about that is, like, at least it's not Orton Sheamus. But this is hardly better.
He actually, the promo. Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm thinking. I did watch part of SmackDown this week. That was.
And like I said, man, dude, Cena wins twice. Fuck off.
Yep.
That's not what you need to get your ratings back in line, dude. But whatever.
No. That's why you get. That guy is why your ratings are down.
Owens and Ryback. That Ryback promo was abysmal. He is fucking
that Ryback,
terrible, that guy.
That Ryback promo made me want to hang myself.
Dude, if there was anything
Seriously.
sturdy enough in my fucking shithole apartment to hang myself from, I may have. Oh my god.
It was bad. It was like don't ever try to sing
Or
again.
talk.
Ever. Or talk, or just do, and just leave that Intercontinental belt in the ring and go away.
He's a guy, unless you're gonna fucking use him as, like, in a tag team with another giant motherfucker, then that's all he's worth to me, honestly. He's a tag team guy who doesn't talk on the mic at best. And yet, you know, they'll have him be the IC champ. Hopefully Owens takes that fucking belt off of him, because you think about how much more Owens could do with that than him? Jesus.
So
It's
much
ridiculous.
Owens is better when he has the championship to be a heel with. I think he makes a great heel champion, I think.
Oh, dude.
He's gonna get. I feel a career boost for him coming here soon. And I think this, yeah, because obviously the fans aren't reacting well to it, and they have to be able to see that.
Little kids like Ryback.
Yeah, but
Just fucking chant "Feed me more" along with him.
feed me
Yeah,
s'mores. Feed me
feed
s'mores.
me whores. You also had the match that set women's wrestling back about 25 fucking years. Charlotte, Nikki Bella. Twin magic, dude.
Oh, fucking these fucking.
Stephanie McMahon has to come out and, you know, explain Wrestling 101 to their 5-year-old fans. See, she didn't pin the champion, so that means she doesn't get the belt. Get the fuck out of Dodge. Are you serious? Terrible,
Yep.
dude. And the Flair in there, he looks so fucking fake. She didn't get the belt. It was terrible, dude. If anything, they should have just sprung that on her. You know? You go out and you win. And, you know, and then just...
Yeah, like, come out another night and, you know, then she doesn't have it, yeah.
No, I'm saying you tell Charlotte, you tell the booking is to go out and you fucking pin her for the win. And this is where you pin, you even tell her you pin Brie. And then spring on her out there that you don't actually get the belt. You know?
No, just kidding. You don't get it.
Or you would at least, you know, back in the day, you would at least do that. You wouldn't tell Cole that. You wouldn't tell your commentators that. Yeah, there's a lot of shit that they talk about in the past where, you know, WCW, a lot of times, shit would happen that they had no fucking idea it was coming, you know?
Oh, yeah.
And Jim Ross was always like that. He tried to keep things, you know, like he didn't want to know everything. That makes it more fucking genuine, which obviously their commentary lacks.
A little more excitement. Yeah, what do you mean? JBL's good.
And I was watching NXT this week too, and it really dawned on me with that. It's really the same thing. They really haven't changed anything since the 80s. Like, you go to NXT, you've got Graves, who's the heel commentator. He's JBL all over again. Like, dude, you don't need a heel commentator. It's not necessary. Not like that. It's not necessary to have that straight down the line defends all the fucking heels, and like it's just done. They refuse to evolve. Raw from '93 and Raw from right now are basically the same shit. There's more wrestling in the old one, but it's just the show is the same fucking thing, and it's been fucking 25 years. That's crazy, almost 25 years, and it's really the same thing at its core. Still shit.
It is shit.
Cesaro defeated Rusev, but only after fucking Ziggler nonsense. Giving Summer Rae some kind of fucking box with I don't give a fuck.
I have nothing to say about this angle. This angle is so dumb. I'm over
Yep.
it. I don't. It's the worst
It is.
thing ever.
It is fucking terrible.
It's the worst thing on a bad show.
So like I said, the first thing was good was the opening tag match. The second good thing on this show was not even a match, but the Stardust and Ascension with Neville and the Lucha Dragons. That was cool, man. It didn't end up being a match, but it's going to be a match on the kickoff. I just thought the spot was cool. The way they came out, they all slid into the ring, and you had double planches, from the Lucha Dragons out to the outside. It was really well done. And I actually am excited to see that match. I think that could be a pretty good match. I like the idea of the Lucha Dragons and Neville being on the team. There's probably going to be a lot of like high spot fucking shenanigans.
Oh, a ton of it. Yeah. No
I thought that
doubt
was
about
pretty
it.
good. And yeah, I guess we failed to mention that it was announced Sting in the Big Show at the front of the show. Wow, dude. A match that happened in WCW. Like,
1,000 times.
well, I don't know about 1,000 times, but about 1,000 fucking years ago. Anyway. I was like, how is that interesting to, like, and they wouldn't announce, they should have announced that last week, dude. Next week, Sting will be wrestling. They refuse to do that shit in advance for Raw. They don't like to do it, and it doesn't make any sense. But of all the people to put him against, dude, Big Show, really. They wrestled for about, 30 fucking seconds before, Rollins interferes, Cena comes in, and then Triple H makes it a tag match. It was like, what a swerve. We're going to swerve you on the main event. All night we're going to be like, a one-on-one match, and then right at the end, we're going to turn it to a tag match anyway. That ended in the worst submission fucking ever, dude.
Yeah,
He can't even put the Scorpion Deathlock on people anymore. Rollins tapped in about a second, which in its own way is fucking stupid as shit. And dude, Sting is falling over though. He can't get back in the position to put somebody in that move anymore. Why the fuck is he in the ring, dude? I don't understand it. You can't even do the fucking a sharpshooter, and I'm calling it the sharpshooter because that's what it fucking is.
That's what it is, yep.
He can't even do it, man. Same thing with Triple H at WrestleMania. He kind of puts it back, and then he kind of falls on him, dude. He can't even get in that position. Fuck this show. Fuck this company. That was Raw.
Fuck it, I'm out.
Yeah, I give it fucking... I give it 2 shitty Scorpion Deathlocks out of 10.
I'm gonna give it 2 fucking Big Show sweating like profusely 30 seconds after getting tagged in.
Yeah. Fuck that guy. I thought he was going to go away for a while.
I thought he was gonna die in this match. He was extra slow in that fucking tag match. What that tag match was just 10 minutes of Cena getting beat around by them two, and then hot tag to Sting, and that's all.
That's how you should be using Sting. Even with a guy like Rollins, who obviously is super capable of, giving him a fucking decent match, just put him in a tag match and give him the hot tag. And that's, but they can't. They don't. There's no story. The story coming into this is just nothing. Him and Rollins, just like a statue. It's not even about the belt; it's about a statue. And I don't know. I know that this product has been at lower periods in time, but I don't know.
Writing wise, it's
like I look back. Even if you look back at like the super terrible early 90s, so like 95, 96, where the gimmicks were just absurd. You know, where they had that magician guy and Duke the Dumpster and Bastion Booger, and you know what I'm saying? Where they were just completely Man Mountain Rock, and they were just out of their Mantar. Another one, huh? When they were just out of their minds. Go back and watch that. That's more entertaining to watch than a current Raw, honestly. Like, that's stupid, but it's still fun to watch. Like, it's fun to see the absurd gimmicks, and the matches are all, you know, there's wrestling. This show is...
Well, they wrote it to be absurd. This they're trying to write seriously, and they don't realize how bad it is.
I mean, this show's been bad for, in my opinion, ever. I mean, other than the Attitude Era, you know.
And that wasn't the greatest.
I don't think so. I mean, well, we've gone on record as that, yeah. We're definitely a little more pro WCW.
Yep, W.
But, you know, still, the Attitude Era is not bad. I'll go back and watch, you know, a 98, 99 era one. It's not so bad. They're entertaining. You get DX and, you know, the Road Dogg and fucking, or the New Age Outlaws, and you have Austin and The Rock, and there's some entertainment there. But this show, no entertainment.
No. There was no.
3 hours. I'd rather have a hot sauce enema than watch fucking Raw. I'd rather try to take a piss with a hard on.
You have to do a handstand.
Do the quick mop up of piss with your sock on your way out of the fucking
man.
99% of people out there were like, I've done that. Fuck. That hit close to home for everybody, didn't it? Yeah. We all do that shit.
Yep.
Oh, fuck. Piss socks. Hashtag piss socks. Talk about this episode. I want to get hashtag
like
piss socks trending, dude.
That sounds like a good t-shirt idea.
Yeah, it should, dude. Piss socks on the front and Suplex City Limits on the back.
Hashtag piss socks.
It's fucking awesome. We tried to have t-shirts, but you motherfuckers didn't buy them. I got a bone to pick. I got a bone to pick with all of you. No, I'm just joking.
Each and every one here.
You listen for free. We ask for a little something, and you don't.
You can make a fashion statement at the same time.
Yeah, maybe we'll try that t-shirt deal again. It's like a t-shirt Kickstarter, I guess is what it was, but we got some orders, but not enough orders. So hit us up if you want a Suplex City Limits t-shirt. Come on now.
We might figure. Come
on,
now,
baby.
Buy Suplex City. Buy Suplex.
Can we buy some new microphones without spending our own money? Baby, come on.
Oh, fuck.
You know?
We're internet panhandling.
Well, not really panhandling. Panhandling it's bullshit. Panhandling is just give me stuff for nothing. You know? That's why I was like, when I do see a homeless person, if they ask you for money, tell them to fucking sing a song or tell you a joke or something. Get something out of it, man. You know? We put out hours of entertainment every week, shit. We're not panhandling. We're playing guitar with a case open on the ground. You know? That's what we're doing.
All right.
Oh, shit. NXT, huh?
That's funny. Yeah.
Adam Rose comes down in his new fucking gimmick. The worst gimmick he's had, which is saying something. Holy shit. All I can think was like the Pee Wee Herman. Today's secret word is poop.
Yep.
And my girl, I was like, it started that way. My chick is sitting here, and it's like, oh, poop, and he's gonna poop on your party, and I'm just like, oh no. I'm like, if I kill myself right now, there'd be a way out of this. That'd be one way to get out of this situation.
There's no going back.
So he's still Adam Rose. He comes down, and he's mad that, I guess people didn't support Adam Rose characters, so now he's mad, and He's a party pooper. He's going to take a steaming poop on the WWE Network universe. As if the WWE universe isn't a steaming poop already.
Well, and they're not to blame in this either, though.
And then Bull Dempsey comes down, so, a no contest. I guess Breeze and Dempsey will be wrestling next week, so fucking tune in for that. I guess. like they're like, next week, like no one gives a fuck about this. Nobody's like, oh dude, Breeze Dempsey next week? That's gonna be fucking awesome. No, it's shit.
No,
Adam Rose was involved in this in no way other than to just like, hey, this is my new gimmick. And it's terrible.
Yep.
Oh my God.
It sucks.
It is. Oh, dude. It's like taking a piece of shit and freezing it and then thawing it out again. And it still smells. You know? I just don't know. I don't know what it's just so fucking bad what they've done to that guy. It's like, dude, the guy's got a sick kid. You know? You see in that documentary, like, he's a nice fucking guy. I just feel bad for him that this is what they do with him, you know? Anyway. Speaking of terrible gimmicks, Perfect 10 Ty Dillinger. That guy was a jobber to everybody, and then he comes out with a 10 on his shirt and does a 10, and he's over. You know, the NXT crowd is like, it's so ridiculous. Getting over with that crowd means nothing. It literally means nothing, because they'll put over anything. You know? They will. They'll put over anything, literally, except for even.
I hate to say it, but man, it's kind of like they're dumb fans, you know?
Well, those NXT fans are, I wouldn't say they're dumb, they're just into the situation, you know, into it, they like it, and they will come and have fun, and that's cool, but it's so hard to gauge because they put everything over. You know, like the first week the guy comes out, everyone 10. Like, it's nothing. He's perfect 10? I mean, that's nonsense, dude. That's not a creative fucking gimmick. I don't know.
It's a catchphrase.
Yeah, and they just put everything over. That's the thing, you know, like bull fit, and everyone's like, you know, it doesn't make any sense. It's shit. So they put it over, like the same thing with that first Adam Rose thing. It went over there. They put it on the main card, and everybody's like, eh. I think it would have got over more if he actually like won a match or looked competitive in a loss. You know, we've talked about that a million times on here. That no matter what the gimmick is, if you have him lose every match in 30 seconds, Bo Dallas, Heath Slater, Adam Rose, all those guys, then you're not going to do anything. There's no way to get over losing matches in 30 seconds every week. No less. Ty Dillinger, Danny Burch, no idea. Squash match. That's really what NXT has turned into, is just squash matches now. I can't believe that we've fucking reverted that far back. That now we're back to squash matches again. That's unbelievable, man.
Yeah, it is, man. Well, fuck.
Thankfully, Solomon Crow and Apollo Crews came out and saved the show, had a nice little match. You could tell they've worked together before. Definitely was.
Yeah.
That was a good match, man. I like it.
Yes, it was.
Apollo Crews goes over in that. The Solomon Crow, man, I don't know what. They've just been using him.
How long do you think it's going to take Apollo Crews to get to that? I don't think he's going to be down there very long. I
don't think he needs to be. He's another one of those guys who, to me, if you want to, like, you know, these guys that you want to build from nothing, I don't know why they like that. Because those guys listen and do everything they say, maybe. I'm not sure. But they have a hard on. If they gave half the effort they do to these guys who were like ex-football players, don't give a fuck about wrestling, to the guys who actually worked on the indies, it would be amazing. But I don't think he needs anything. He's another one of those guys, man. Bring him in maybe for, you know, not even on camera. Bring him in and make sure he's good on promos. And, I mean, dude, he's good to go, man. A guy like that, a guy like Sami Zayn, I mean, he maybe a little long, but they're ready, dude. And I guess Balor's, I'm really not over on Balor anymore. He's good in the ring, but he's terrible on a microphone, dude. He's no charisma whatsoever, dude.
Right, he's another. He needs another one. He's another one of them guys that we need, you know, manager.
Oh, dude.
He's stressed, stressed. Yeah. Would he be a Heyman guy? Do you think he'd be a good Heyman guy?
Not really.
He came up.
I don't know.
Give Heyman a bit of a stable.
I don't know why Heyman. Well, I guess the Lesnar thing kind of maybe after Lesnar, drops off, it would be cool to have a stable of Heyman guys. That'd be cool. But I don't know. I guess I'm a kind of a cat who I'm naturally sort of, whatever. But like a guy like Finn Balor, it's like, dude, try. Like, there's no charisma in that guy at all. There's no pop. He just that's it. And the other shit, I don't know. I don't see what everyone else sees there. He's great in the ring, but so are like everybody, Like I said, we were talking about it one time. It's like everyone's so Balor's going to be the shit and this and that. And it's like, is he better in the ring than? Oh fuck! Now I'm thinking I'm gapping out on his name. Oh no! You know how that happens sometimes. Fuck! I just ruined the point.
Yeah.
On fucking Mighty Mouse, the guy. What was that now? Come on, my brain isn't working.
Mighty Mouse? Are you talking Neville?
There you go.
Oh, okay. Really?
I was like Adrian. Fuck. Anyway, Neville. Neville's probably better in the ring than him, right?
I would have to.
I think he's more exciting to watch than Balor in the ring.
I've never really seen him botch anything.
Cruz is as good as Balor is in the ring, isn't he? Better, maybe? I don't know. He's as good.
Cruz? I think Cruz is better in the ring. That's a no question.
To me, I think Cruz is a fucking top. Like, I think that guy's got star written all over.
That guy's got a ton of talent. He's got more talent than most.
I think that guy's like a main event babyface, man. Like, hard.
Oh, yeah. I would say top 10. At least top 10. Like, raw talent as far as in-ring talent.
I'm not sure about that gorilla press slam standing moonsault finish, but, yeah,
I don't know.
It's all right.
He's a big guy, and it's cool that he can do that.
Yeah. I mean, I'd probably just rather see a shooting star press. And no one's really doing that. And I don't know if the WWE allows that move anymore, but
right.
Brock Lesnar almost kills himself doing it. Dumb fuck. But yeah, Cruz is really badass, and this was a good match with him and Crow. I like it. Rhino and Corbin. I didn't like this. They put him over on Ciampa and Gargano. I mean, I knew that when Gargano and Ciampa won last week, I was like, wow, that's crazy. Two indie guys who are still working indie dates actually won the first round, but they got beat here, so that was a letdown. Not that I thought they were gonna, use two guys they don't really own, put them all the way, but Baron Corbin and Rhino. Yeah. So next week you have the Vaudevillains and the Ass Fuck Twins as well, and their rematch clause. So that'll be for the belts if you're into that sort of thing. The Vaudevillains aren't bad, I guess.
No, they're they're one of the more they're watchable.
It's way better than one of the shows that I watch every week, and I suggest to people, like, if you really like wrestling, you want to see something that's not WWE and watch something that's fun. WCWC has a guy named Eric Wright who does the vaudevillain thing better than both of those guys do. He's also got the mustache and whatever else, but he comes down in like a shitty robe, with the old school trunks, and he drinks a miracle tonic to Hulk up. It's fucking amazing, dude. Yeah,
really?
He'll go in the corner and get this little bottle, and he drinks it, and then he hulks up. It's fucking awesome. He does airplane spins and shit. All kinds of old school moves. He's on this week's show. If anyone wants to check that out on YouTube, I suggest it, man. It's WCWC is a fun little show. It's I'd rather watch it than fucking WWE. That's for sure. To me, honestly, every week WCWC is more entertaining than NXT. Honestly.
I believe you.
And the production on that show is so fucking good for an indie. Like, that show's done well, filmed well, good audio, good commentary. Everything about that shit's pretty good. It gets a little silly sometimes with the characters, but it's still fucking fun. Anyhow, Bailey and Sarah Dobson. So this is basically, they announced the Iron Woman match, the 30-minute Iron Woman match for the next TakeOver event. So that'll be good. I mean, I'm sure they want to try to do this again, so they want to capitalize. I mean, that they even said in that it probably was one of the best women's matches WWE's ever had. that Sasha Banks and Bayley match.
Oh,
I mean,
agree.
it's certainly one of the better ones. Who else did Sasha Banks have a really good match with not long ago?
It was
The Irish Broad.
Yeah.
There you
Becky
go.
Lynch. Yep.
That was a good match too. Becky Lynch is not
She
even
can-
being used in this whole fucking shit.
No, that's kind of sad because I think she's got more talent than most of the.
Yeah, if there's any question that Sasha Banks is the best worker in that company, then I don't know. By far the best worker,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
and probably the most over diva as well. Or
I think she's pretty over.
You know?
Yeah.
matches she's not in there chanting "We want Sasha" and stuff. I mean, pretty good.
Telling you
Ring
something.
of Honor had a really good show. I don't want to go match for match or anything, but it was definitely a good fucking show. Red Dragon and the House of Truth was the opening match. All those guys are so good. Red Dragon's an awesome tag team. Cedric Alexander beat Dalton Castle. Castle's great, man.
I love Dalton Castle. He's
At the end of the match,
hilarious.
Silas Young comes out and steals the boys. And then you had the main event, War Machine and the Kingdom, which was awesome. So, and at the end, they kind of set up for the next for the pay-per-view. The Bucks come out and lay out the Kingdom, and then the Addiction come out and take out the Bucks. So you have the Bucks, the Kingdom, and the Addiction on the pay-per-view, which took place last night. And I have the results, so we may as well go through that and just kind of talk about it.
Go spoiler alert. Okay, I don't know the results.
Oh,
of
yes.
this. Okay,
Should
cool.
we? I mean, yeah, we can talk about it.
Might as well.
I mean, if
Right?
you,
When's the paper?
it was yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah,
yesterday?
it was on. Well,
Okay.
yesterday. Let's clarify. It was Friday to us because
It was Friday. Okay. Was it on pay-per-view?
it was on pay-per-view on Friday.
Okay. All right. Then I guess we're not really spoiling anything.
Either you watched it or you didn't, right? or you could
Right.
skip ahead. No. Jay Lethal defeated Bobby Fish to retain the television championship. So, that was good. I know you're interested in that Silas Young and Dalton Castle. Silas Young wins.
They took the boys. You got to keep the
Yeah,
boys.
so he gets the boys. And I'm excited to see what the fuck they do with this, man.
It's the most intriguing thing in professional
I think it's the
wrestling
best
right now,
angle in North
actually.
American wrestling, certainly. Let it doubt. Dalton Castle's one of my favorite fucking wrestlers, period. I don't care what company we're talking about, dude. So I hope that they do some awesome things, because like even on the show on Wednesday, he's talking about he's going to teach him to chop wood, change oil. So good. Fuck.
It's great. It's the best fucking.
Yeah.
right?
Briscoes were facing a mystery team on this.
And who was that?
ANX,
Oh, okay.
which was reunited. The All Night Express is what they got there. Kenny King returned. Surprise return to Ring of Honor.
Yeah, he quit
yeah.
TNA this
He
week.
quit TNA and showed up over there immediately on this pay-per-view. So
Yep.
that's fucking cool, man. That's something that's interesting there, at least. Like WWE never does shit like that. You get a big comeback on pay-per-view. I bet that was pretty awesome. So, and the ANX beat the Briscoes, so pretty cool. There was the no DQ match with Cedric Alexander and Moose. Moose won that. I guess from the reviews, everyone's saying it was a really good no DQ match. Everybody's saying, I guess there's high praise for all the matches on the show. And match number 3 in the best of 5 series between ACH and Matt Sydal. ACH won that one to take a 2-1 lead in the best of 5 series. I like that best of 5. They did that on Lucha Underground this season, and I enjoyed it, man.
Yep.
I really did. I thought it was, pretty good. And they have the tag team champion. This is a stacked card, man. The tag team championship between like the 3 teams I mentioned earlier. The Kingdom retain the belts. They also had a number 1 contenders match. Styles, Cole, Elgin, and Roderick Strong, which AJ Styles took. So, AJ Styles and Jay Lethal coming up for the belt.
For the heavyweight
Yep.
championship?
That
Okay,
could be
cool.
something. That's like the biggest possible match probably outside of WWE, man.
I'm going to have to agree with you on that one.
So,
yeah.
and then Lethal retained over Kyle O'Reilly. So, Lethal
Okay.
comes out, still both belts in hand. That's not going to happen on Night of Champions. I don't think. But what a
don't
rip-off,
think so
dude.
either.
What a rip-off. I love how they, and that's the thing that's funny. Most people who watch WWE, they aren't even, in tune enough to know that they're ripping off Ring of Honor.
Yeah. One promotion's doing it, so they gotta, because they gotta make their guy look stronger.
I hope they watch Ring of Honor, but they're probably too dumb, but you would hope they watch Ring of Honor and go, wow, this is way fucking better than our show. But they probably don't.
That's why they're copping it, yeah?
Yeah. That's why they're blocking them everywhere they go. Too, everywhere Ring of Honor shows up, you have an NXT show. There was an NXT show last night, too, by the way. So, in the same city.
Oh, I'm sure, yeah.
Yeah, cunts. I can't even let Ring of Honor just do this. A place that has bred so much of the talent that you have. Why can't you just let them be and continue to do the same shit where they build a guy up and after a while you sign him and take him? I mean, it helps you. It's so stupid. Fuck. Damn it, Rando.
I know.
Damn it.
We talk about this every week, how dumb WWE is.
Yeah, we do.
Every week. Every week. Day and night. It's bad. It really is. I don't, they want to squash everybody, and it's sick.
It is.
Makes me want to puke.
Yeah. Makes me want to shit out of my dick.
Shit out of your dick.
You have Night of Champions.
Yeah, we have to talk about this. It's bad enough we're going to have to watch this shit tomorrow.
Dude, my girlfriend's amped up to watch it, man.
Is she?
She is
Pumped?
Sting, man. I'm
Who's she
telling
like?
you.
Who's she going? What? Oh, that's right. She's the Sting guy. She's the Sting gal, I mean.
Um,
I'm sorry.
from back in the day, I mean, because, at that time, in the 90s, everybody was into wrestling. Everybody knew wrestling anyway. So seeing a name from that era, I was like, you sold the pay-per-view
see
to at least
red.
one person by having Sting on it.
There you go. Well, not really, because you already had the network and she's just watching it.
Yeah, but she usually wouldn't want to give a shit, But this she cares about. She's like,
Okay.
oh, watch Sting tomorrow. It's like, well, it's over with someone. Someone doesn't think this is a bad idea. So that makes the WWE and her, I guess. So, I'll light a fresh cigarette.
Yeah, we're gonna need something.
Sweet cancer. Oh, Neville and the Lucha Dragons and the Cosmic Wasteland 6-man tag, and that's going to be the kickoff match.
Ooh, I can't wait.
I think that should be a good match.
Yeah, I don't know. I hate the Ascension, man, and I don't know. Well, you got enough talent in there where a good match can be carried. So yeah, I guess it's not going to be. Why have it on the kickoff though? The rest of it sucks.
I'm not, so here, I don't know about orders, so I'm not going to bother, because the order of these matches that I have is all fucked up. So, I'm just going to fucking throw them out. You got Ryback and Owens. Hopefully Ryback doesn't hurt him. Put him out of commission.
Right? And hopefully Owens wins. Yeah.
I think he can do so much more with that belt than Ryback. You're
think so.
crazy not to put it on him, in my opinion, but they were crazy not to put the U.S. belt on him from Cena too. So
They're just crazy, man.
instead of putting it on
Yeah.
on Owens, they wanted to put that belt on Rollins as well. Doesn't make any sense. Does it? Does it make any sense?
No, it doesn't make any sense.
So
Well, they had to do it because they had to keep up with Ring of Honor.
yeah.
I thought that was too good of an idea.
Yeah, so much better in Ring. That's the thing, is like you can you can easily, they're happening at the same time, and you can look at the two and, wow, one side is definitely winning that. One side, the guy actually feels like he should be the two champion, and the other one is Seth Rollins.
Right?
I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't maybe. Rollins is probably better in the ring than him, but that'd be pretty close. I mean, I'd say it's a push, and Lethal's certainly better on the mic.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
So, you know.
Rollins is awful on the mic.
But Lethal's the wrong color for a WWE main eventer, so.
He's a rock, yeah.
I said it. I said it. What?
Well, everybody that watches, anybody with a history of wrestling knows Vince McMahon is. He's a racist.
As well as a fucking.
He's a racist.
As well as a sexual pervert.
Yep. And everything else.
And everything else. Nikki Bella and Charlotte. There's a stip on this one. If Nikki Bella gets counted out or DQ'd, she will lose the title. So, I don't know. Do you think they put it on Charlotte, or do you think, honestly, these are the little things where it's like, they'll lose the fucking crowd if they don't put that on Charlotte, right? I mean,
oh yeah, they'll lose the crowd.
They're gonna get. It's one of those things, and I every time there's a match like that where it's like, this is a pivotal match. If they don't put this person over, they're gonna be fucked. And this is one of those matches. So it's gonna be real interesting, dude. Because I wouldn't even be surprised if Nikki Bella goes over in that. Just shrug, honestly. Would you be surprised?
I would not be surprised. I would probably really lose interest in the rest of it. I mean, that's how it is, man. I mean, not that match makes that big of a, that it's that big of a match to me, but if they're going to keep it on Nikki, then, like, my excitement level, that is already very low for this, is just going to drop even lower, and I could probably give two shits about the rest of the pay-per-view.
You give two shits and a fuck?
That's right. My fuck is already gone, so I'm going to give my other two shits away.
You'll have a chance to take a shit there.
I will have a chance. So will WWE, and I'm sure they're going to take their chance to take a shit.
Ambrose, Reigns, and their mystery partner versus the Wyatt family. I mean...
You mean Ambrose, Reigns, and The Rock?
Maybe.
I'm almost certain it's going to be The Rock.
It totally could be. I don't know. And then they're gonna, dude. Oh, I can't even. Them setting up a Reigns Rock feud with like Reigns going over at WrestleMania or something. Oh my.
Well, dude, who do you put over in this match if it's The Rock? Do you have some sort of fuckery?
Oh God! All their pay-per-views. That's all they do on pay-per-view now. You notice that? Just fuckery. And, like, how do we get out of giving finishes on? Like, we haven't even got into the matches where the fuckery is going to come out.
Oh, yeah.
This one, I don't know. I'd put over the Wyatts personally. Put them over.
If you want to do anything else with the Wyatts.
Put them over as a dominant team, and I'd keep it going. I think that's something. Like, for as much as they like to keep things going, I could stick with a rivalry here between 2-3 mans. That would be cool.
Well, I want to see the Wyatts in a rival, but they got to make it good.
Yeah. We'll see, man. It's another one where if it's just some old fucking, if it's like, I don't think it'll be Rowan, but if it were Rowan or something, wow, watch the crowd ass drop out on that one, dude.
Yeah, no shit.
Holy fuck. You've just flown into the mountains if you do something like that. Or just some random. Cesaro's not on this card either, I guess, so.
Is it going to be,
Well, I don't know why Cesaro's not on this card.
Wow, why wouldn't he be?
Yeah.
Is it Ziggler Rusev
Oh, yeah?
with this one? Have we gotten to that shit before yet? Yeah. Have we seen that yet?
The last few pay-per-views and every single Raw.
We've been reviewing the same matches for
for
months. For months and months.
And this one has never been good. Ziggler and Rusev. They're going to try a double turn on there, dude, I'm telling you.
Yeah, they will. Of course they will. No, yeah, I don't know.
Terrible. Don't care.
No one could really give. That's for my shit break. What's that match? I'll watch the Divas.
New Day versus the Dudleys for the belts. I'm interested in that.
This one I'm excited. Yeah, that's probably the one I want to see the most.
Yeah, I think that's going to be interesting. I'm not sure. I'm probably not going to put the belts on the Dudleys yet, though, huh?
You don't think so?
I don't know.
Is it a regular match or
That's
is
a regular
it a tables match? Okay, so if somebody goes through the table, there's a chance of disqualification.
Someone's going through a table. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Probably Big E. No, I don't know who, but...
Who hasn't? I think he's the only one who hasn't been through a table yet. No, I don't think Kofi's been through a table yet.
Well,
not on TV, anyway.
You know, and I'm sure they're going to... Woods fucking doesn't even wrestle at this point.
Right. No, he hasn't wrestled for a while.
He's got a good deal right there, dude.
Yeah, he does. You got the worst leg drop.
I think that guy, I know he can work, and I'm all for that, but, dude, I think the guy could also be a manager, dude.
He could be a fantastic
I think he is a
manager.
fantastic manager at this point already. You know? Except both those guys can actually talk. Kofi and Big E, give them a little bit of room. And who knew if you're not trying to make him Jamaican? Kofi Kingston's not that bad. He's a guy I actually like. Like, as a dude, I like him. And then just as in-ring, I mean, he's been in a lot of terrible gimmicks and shit. But I always liked his in-ring work. I always thought he was a good worker. I liked his style.
Oh, yeah.
But then you have the Rollins matches. Rollins and Cena for the U.S. belt. Here's where you get into the fuckery, I think. Both of these fucking Rollins matches, I don't know. They both smell like fuckery to me. And then you have Rollins, Cena, and then Rollins and Sting. Well, no.
Huh?
Like I said, the order I have here, I'm just picking, so I don't think it's back to back. I mean, who knows?
I'd be impressed if it was back.
I mean, I'm sure they'll start with Cena, the Cena one earlier in the card. Maybe even kick off the show. Not the kickoff, but the first match of the show. Maybe get that out of the way. And give him ample time to rest, I guess. I don't know. We'll see what they do, but I give a fuck about Cena. I mean, at least with Rollins Cena, you're probably going to get a good match. Holy.
Whoa, sorry.
It's going to be a decent match, at least. They've proven they can do that, but it's not like Rollins is going to be able to put it all out there because he's got to go and carry a fucking elderly man around.
Yeah, he's got to carry a match. Yeah, Cena's going to have to do some work.
I have a lot of shit to say about him, but I won't say that the guy doesn't bust his ass, because he does.
Yeah, he does.
And he screams spots the whole way.
Yeah.
So, that's Night of Champions. I don't know what to feel about that. Yeah, I'm going to watch it. I'm kind of excited anytime there's a pay-per-view, just like, there's something to do, but no.
Not if you're bored all night. Not if you're not entertained.
Well, follow us at Suplex City Livid on Twitter, because I'll be live tweeting hilarious.
But, okay, so now I got a little bit more to talk about. Do you think Sheamus cashes in?
I mean, that seems to be the general consensus, because can you really have Sting lose again? Will they do that?
Well, do you think he holds the do you think he beats Rollins in a... I don't know. How many matches are on this card? How many was that? How many did you count?
I don't know. I closed it already, 7 or 8 or something.
Okay, all right. Well, if they have a long match, does he come out and beat Sting?
It's possible.
I don't know. You think so? They'll put it on Sting for
Put it on Sting for like fucking a day? Not even a day?
For like 5 minutes, maybe?
Yeah.
Like I'm talking right after the match.
I wouldn't be surprised. That's
or does Sheamus come out and make it a fucking 3-way?
Yeah. I mean, it essentially becomes a 3-way if he cashes in.
You can cash in after the pin already, and then the
yeah,
loser
I
would
guess
have
you're
nothing
right.
to do with the match.
I guess.
Does he do that? I mean, because Jared made a really good point last week about why not put him in a blockbuster movie, and then when you're doing all the promos for the movie, he's going around.
I could see how they think that's good, but it's not. With
a
the
bad
ratings
idea.
at all-time lows right now, putting the belt on Sheamus, oh my god.
And then putting him in the public eye like that?
Oh, man.
It's a bad idea. Have you ever seen that Bad Idea Jeans commercial that used to be on Saturday Night
Yeah.
Live? That's flashing through my head right now.
There's no way out of this. I mean, I don't know what they're going to do. It'll be fucking interesting, dude. I mean, they put the belt on Sting briefly. Maybe.
I don't know. I'd say maybe a day or a week or something
Yeah.
like that.
It could be that night, too. Why would he agree? I mean, he's under contract, I guess. These guys don't take money to do anything. I mean, he kind of held out for this long, but all of a sudden now, I mean, well, he lost to Triple H at fucking Mania, which was stupid. That was still stupid. Everybody knows that was dumb.
Really.
So, I don't know, dude.
Nobody talks about it anymore. Because they don't want it to happen.
The fucking memories are too painful. And that's Night of Champions, dude. I don't know. So, yeah, I'm interested in that tag championship match, the opening kickoff match. It's interesting. The only match that I really give a shit about are like the two 6-man tags and the regular tag.
Right? Well, there's nothing intriguing, man.
And Owens Ryback, I guess, maybe, but I fucking dislike Ryback very much.
Yeah, it's to the point to where I don't even like somebody I like Kevin Owens, don't even care about a match that he's in.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's certainly people, like I don't care about that. I don't care anybody against Rusev. I don't give a fuck about. Pretty much. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of really just bad gimmicks.
Bad gimmicks, bad angles, bad storyline, bad.
Oh, fuck. Like, what, 6 months already of shitting on this every fucking...
I'm surprised people don't get tired of hearing
It's
it.
not like it's just us, dude. It's every podcast that covers wrestling. Everybody knows this shit is terrible.
Well, I hope so. Otherwise, it's a podcast you shouldn't be
Yeah,
listening to.
If you're listening to a podcast, yeah, where they're like, Cena and Rollins is going to be awesome. Sting? No.
No.
I don't care how much you like Sting back in the day. You should be smart enough to know that fucking that sucks, dude. Take the belt off a young up-and-coming guy to put it on a 56-year-old man. Shit. Anyway.
Yeah.
It's just depressing. It's depressing me.
We need to do something a little more upbeat.
Yeah. Hall of Fame?
Yes. Let's go into
dude.
that.
I'm going fucking left field.
Yeah.
I'm going left field this week. And what we had last week, we gave the honor to our guest Jared, co-owner of Fully Loaded Wrestling. Put in the great Sasuke, which that was an awesome pick, man. That dude was a badass. So I thought that was pretty off the wall. Not as off the wall as this week's inductee, Mil Mascaras.
Yes, sir. That is off.
Dude, one of the big three of Lucha Libre. He's fucking Hulk Hogan, man. He was Hulk Hogan to Rey Mysterio and, El Patron. It's actually El Patron's uncle. But, I mean, this guy, first Mexican to wrestle in Japan, first Mexican to wrestle in Madison Square Garden, for one of the first ones to really fucking do anything in America. He was kind of like, he was one of the first, It's also gets credited as one of the very first people to do, like, planchas and shit in Japan, to do, over the top rope and stuff like that.
Right, yeah.
And we're talking old man, like 70s. And he was pretty old even by then, to be honest, man. But he had some matches in WWF, a lot of with Billy Graham and a lot of different people. Really good shit, man. I guess in Madison Square Garden back in the day, masked wrestlers were not allowed. I'm not sure why, but he was the first masked wrestler to ever wrestle in Madison Square Garden, and that's something right there, man.
That is something.
Also, like I said, first Mexican to wrestle in Japan. One of the first one to really kind of become a bigger star in the U.S. too.
Huh.
He made his international debut in 1968 in the Olympic Auditorium in Los Angeles, dude. So he had matches with Ernie Ladd and other cats like that. He was in All Japan in the 70s. He debuted there in 1971. That's fucking OG shit right there.
Yeah, it is.
He wrestled in WWE for. He was actually in the Royal Rumble in '97, which is random. Really stupid too, because he eliminated himself by jumping off the top rope to the outside. Oh, what the fuck? Yeah,
Really?
I think that was the Royal Rumble.
Okay.
Maybe where they had so few people that they had to bring in. There's a bunch of obscure Mexican guys in there because they're just like, send us fucking 10 Mexican dudes for this. So there's a lot of people who never really wrestled there but were in that match. He was also did some shit in WCW in like 1990. He had a match with Cactus Jack on Clash of the Champions X in Texas. So that was a good call in Texas, but this is 1990. The guy was 48 years old at that time, dude. Go watch that match and see a guy who's almost 50, like, doing it, man.
Right.
He had a lot of cool, a lot of fucking cool moves. He had a really cool, like, head scissor kind of takeover. And the way he would launch, like, he did kind of a crossbody, but hit him more with, like, the fists up above your head. He did a lot of really cool moves and just was a really revolutionary kind of fucking dude. Like, he's definitely on the Mount Rushmore of Lucha Libre. So I wanted to go ahead and get him in so that we can continue to fill this Hall of Fame full of awesome Lucha Libre guys.
We're going to have a lot more than what everybody... Well, I think if anybody will just listen to us, we're going to have a lot more.
Yeah, dude, definitely. And so, Mil Mascaras, man. He also was in a ton of movies in Mexico. Huge movies. So, like, not only is the guy a wrestling star, he's like a fucking god down there, really. But he's also in a fucking shitload of movies. And, but a lot of people had negative shit to say about him. I know, like, at Night of Champions... John Layfield, a cocksucker, he called him the most egomaniacal, selfish human being that ever lived. Yeah,
Really?
A lot of people have talked about his unwillingness to sell or put people over. Mick Foley complained about him refusing to sell in their match. Chris Jericho says that he's a fucking egomaniac. Also, Billy Graham had shit to say about that too. That he would just not sell properly. Guy was kind of an asshole. He came up and he's just like, no, I'm the shit in Mexico, so I'm gonna be the shit here too. And I don't usually condone that kind of shit, but regardless of that, he's still fucking, one of the legends. And coming out, he pulls off his mask to reveal another mask. That's fucking awesome.
Yep.
So, yeah, dude. He was actually put in the WWE Hall of Fame in 2002. So even they gave a little props to him.
Well, it's good they recognized we're not the only ones. That's good.
Exactly. As far as championships, he had held a lot of them. Let's see, man. There's a bunch of different ones. He's also in the NWA Hall of Fame as well. He was a NWA Tag Team Champion. All kinds of different shit, man. Tokyo World Tag Team Champion. Tons of fucking different promotions, so I think he's a good addition to our Hall of Fame.
Right on.
Mil Mascaras.
Good work.
Good work, sir.
Good work.
Next week, I did allow... I'm going to probably stop it now, because it's hard to deal with, because I have to talk to people like, okay, if we let you put in somebody, who would you put in? And so far, people have been good, but it's like, it's a big fucking thing, and I don't want to have to tell somebody, like, that guy sucks, we don't want him in our Hall of Fame. So I think I'm just going to suspend. Suspend giving the guests an induction. But next week, the Fudge Brothers will be inducting somebody, so keep an eye out for that. And then after that, you'll be giving us another Hall of Fame. I like it. I like our little Hall of Fame. It's good shit.
It's molding up to be
Yeah.
something.
So Mil Masker is actually the 20th inductee, and our second in a row for masked wrestlers.
Might be a third.
Yeah. There's I mean, we got also Rey Mysterio in there too a while back, so a second in a row mask guy. I like it. So yeah, man, good shit.
Yeah. Shitty week of wrestling, but
Kinda. I mean, Ring of Honor was good. WC was good. NXT was. Raw was the shits.
I was like eating too many. I can't think of anything right now. I was gonna say Raw was like eating till you're like way uncomfortably, full. You've been that full before,
As
I'm sure.
or as I call it, eating. Yeah, I do that every day. What are you talking about?
Okay, just I don't know, but yeah, just
Uh,
where you just want to die, where it feels like your stomach is about to burst because you shoveled in, you've consumed so much shit. No, yeah, I'm getting out of hand. I need to settle down.
Calm yourself down with some whiskey, maybe.
No,
No,
no whiskey for this cat.
no more whiskey podcasts.
No more whiskey podcast.
There you go. Posted a picture of the belt on the Facebook page.
Yeah, while we're recording live.
Kind of live.
It's a pretty rad belt.
Well, live while we're
Live,
recording, I
yeah.
guess. There
Yep.
you go. So,
We're
yeah,
doing
man,
it.
that's about all I got for this week.
Yeah, that's about all I got too. It's been pretty uneventful in the week of wrestling.
Yeah.
Adjusting to my new lifestyle and surroundings and job has consumed most of my week.
Yeah.
So adjusting from a night person to a day person again.
Yeah, I've been adjusting to have a woman living with me.
Yeah.
It's been awesome. It's been awesome. I enjoy the shit out of it.
Good
stuff.
Good.
But yeah,
Good
man,
to
just to
hear.
kind of recap in the future, like I said, next week the Fudge Brothers from the Federation podcast are brothers at the OSW Podcast Network. They will be on. A couple of Canadian boys. It's an international episode of Suplex City Limits.
International,
There you go.
right? Yep.
And yeah, check it out. We have a full schedule on our Facebook. Like I said, the next 4 weeks are going to have awesome guests every week, so definitely check that out. And we'll be back next week with the Fudge Brothers. Be talking Night of Champions. I don't know, whatever else. Canadian tuxedos.
We're gonna be talking a lot of shit. Tune in next week. It's
Our first
gonna be a
ever-
fun one. That's gonna be a fun.
The first
fun
ever
one.
4-man booth, dude.
Yep. It's gonna get wild.
4-man podcast.
It's gonna
Should
get
be
wild.
awesome.
Hey.
So thanks as always for listening. If you like the show, share it, tell somebody else, help grow the show. I like seeing the numbers go up every week. So
It's
so
fun.
keep that going. And yeah, like I said, sincere thank yous to everybody who is 25, man. This is episode 25. A little bit of a milestone.
Halfway. Yeah, we're halfway. Next week we'll be halfway there.
To a year. That was something, man. So you guys keep listening. We'll keep doing it. And we'll see you next week.